Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up.
What's up and happy mental push up Monday, baby? We here. The title of today's message is Beliefs Move the Bus. And so, when I'm talking about beliefs, I'm talking about our thinking and our belief system, right? And when I'm talking about the bus, I'm talking about us. Creating the life that we want, getting our bus to move in the direction that we would like it to. Getting our bus to have and create the type of life that we want, getting us to move into action, maybe those things that we're trying to have in our life. So, this came to me because, first of all, I've been reading this book. This book is the bomb, by the way. This, I swear, is like a Bible. Who Says You Can't, You Do by Daniel Chidiak. So, it's a really good book. So, that was one of the things. But then the other thing is, that I just been feeling kind of like stagnant a little bit stagnant. And so, just really getting clear and asking myself, well, what's really going on here? Because I'm kind of not going backwards, but engaging in some of the same things over and over, and so I have to ask myself why, right? So that I can, so that we can do something different. And so, yeah. So, so I had a couple thoughts around that. 3 things in particular. I'll get to those and then we'll wrap this thing up. So, the first thing around beliefs that I had to look at was my mindset. My mindset. And it's so funny is that 2 months ago, or ironic rather, 2 months ago I did an Ignite talk on mindset. And one of the lines that I said was, the best ideas can only be executed with the right frame of thinking. And 'tis that not so true. It's like, it's everything. Like, the reason that sometimes, like, we don't necessarily move or get the things that we want is because our belief system around those things, like, we maybe don't believe it's possible, or we believe that it is possible. And so sometimes that pushes us into action even deeper. Like, I think about as a college athlete, or a high school athlete that said, she's too short, she can't play Division I basketball. But my belief system and my thoughts were like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this. So my mindset was just so set on doing it that I got it done, right? Because I thought that it was possible. But if I didn't, when they told me no, I would have took that as fact. So our belief system is really, it's everything. So, and this is another quote: get your weights ready, because this one is heavy. Around beliefs and our mindset is that you may think that your thoughts are secret, but they're not, because they always come out with your actions. Ooh, that's deep. That's heavy. That's heavy. Because, our actions really speak to what's going on up here. I've been reading this Until Today daily messages by Young Levanzant, and it's really pushing my thinking around some of the beliefs that I have. And it's crazy how our beliefs really shape everything. Like, they shape everything that we see. They shape our perceptions, our realities. It shapes what we do. What we create for ourselves. It's really powerful. Our belief systems. Very powerful. So, mindset. And then the second thing was really, checking in and getting really clear on what those beliefs are. Really getting clear on what those beliefs are. Because this is my vulnerability. My beliefs, one of the things that I was really struggling with, I was like, why is it that sometimes that shame and guilt drive my actions, right? Like, why is it that, that sometimes, like, I do things that I don't want to do? Like, oh, can you do this for me? No, I really don't want to do it, but it's like I feel so guilty saying no that I do it anyway. And so, I was just asking myself, I said, well, why do I do that? Like, why do I feel obligated to like please others, and then in the process I neglect what I want to do, or put that to the side. But and it's like I know at the core that we have to take care of ourselves to even be able to share from the cup and give to others. So we have to love and take care of ourselves, so we have the capacity to give. But even still, like, it's just like I continue to hit this wall of people pleasing. And so I had to ask myself, I said, what is it that I'm seeking here? Like, what is it that I'm asking for from other people? Like, what is it that I'm needing here? What is it I'm doing here? So I continue to ask myself, why? Like, why do I do this? And I realized that acceptance, validation were things that I was seeking from others. And then also connection, to feel connected to another person. But, and then the other thing I had to ask myself, how is this really working out for me? And, as my therapist says, that's the question she always asks, and how's that working out for you? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't, because it feels, you start building in this inner resentment because you feel so guilty because you're not doing things that you want to do. And, yeah, so really, really getting clear. Really, really getting clear and asking, was it unbelieving? And asking yourself, why am I believing? Like, where is this coming from? And so the other part of that, once I realized, like, this is what I'm thinking, and this is why I'm doing this. This is my belief system, this driving and moving my action, the shame and the guilt and the need for validation and acceptance from others. I just say, okay, wait a minute. Now that I've gotten clear on this belief, the next thing we have to ask ourselves, how can I change this? Like, what can I change? What can I put in place and replace it with, so that I can make a different choice, make an empowered choice. Hello, empowerment, in your power, baby. How can I get in my power here? What can I do here? And honestly, for a couple of days, I was kind of puzzled because I didn't know what it was that I was like, it's like I don't know what I can replace this. I'm excited because I'm aware of it now, but I definitely want to choose better for myself now. I want to look from inside of myself instead of seeking something outside of me to make me feel fulfilled and whole. So, really checking in and asking yourself, what is it that I would like to believe here to kind of get me moving? And so, like I said, the answer doesn't always come right away. It's just getting silent with yourself and really asking those powerful questions. And so after a couple days, I think it was Friday. Actually, I was on the treadmill. And I said, oh, compassion. Self-compassion. And so, just being more gentle with myself and saying it's okay. Shame and guilt don't have to drive your actions, and then also the other part that came to me was look within yourself. Check in with yourself first before you commit to things. Do what feels right for you. And it's so crazy. It's almost like a little cycle, I almost feel like. Because months ago I talked about this with my therapist, but again, it just shows the growth cycle. It never ends. It goes on and on. It never stops. So, really checking in with myself. So really I was able to shift my beliefs, because at least now, not to say that tomorrow, I won't struggle with it again, but at least I'm aware and I know what's going on here. Like, I can at least say, okay, now I know what I'm believing, and now I'm going to choose a different one. And so the other thing I want to add to this, as I said, I've been reading this book. Who says, wait a minute, there you go. Who says you can't do? One of the things around goal setting and the things we want to achieve in your life, one of the activities in the book is, he says, asking yourself, like, what is it I need to believe to accomplish these goals? So it's just really checking in with yourself. There's certain things that you are wanting for yourself in your life. Ask yourself, what is it I'm going to have to believe to make these things happen? What is it I'm going to have to believe to make these things happen? So, I think one of the goals that I had for myself, I said I want to live a fulfilled life and live a life full of adventure. I said, well, you know what? You're going to have to start choosing for yourself. I'm going to have to believe that I'm going to do what feels right for me. regardless of pressure from myself, inside or outside. But just really checking in and asking yourself, what's it I'm going to need to believe for me to be happy, to have the life that I want. So those are my thoughts for today. 3 quick ones. Mindset, get clear on what it is you believe, and then ask yourself, what is it I need to believe, and what is I need to change, or what belief do I need to pick for myself, choose for myself, and an empowered choice for me. So those are my thoughts for today. But it's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby, and I'm out.
Find table space to say